This is probably the biggest problem that we're facing with social media today, and it's not even something that's truly visible. Everywhere you turn, people say, we just want authenticity. We want people to be their true, authentic self. And people are craving that as viewers. You're craving that. You want true authenticity. And the reason that you're probably craving that is because you've been bamboozled for so long over the last decade on social media with like phony altruism and just people just saying whatever to get attention and to sound like they really give a care. In reality, you just want people to be truly, truly authentic. But there's such a difference between being authentic and being relatable. So on one hand, we want relatability. You watch my videos and you want to relate with me as health content, as fitness content. You want to be able to relate with me. You want to know that I was overweight before. You want to know that I've been in your shoes because that is where the foundation of trust comes from. Does the foundation of trust come from authenticity or does it come from relatability? We have to dive deep into this. Today's video is sponsored by LMNT, Element Electrolytes. I popped a link down below that gets you a free sample pack with any purchase from Element. So you get a free variety pack of all the different flavors anytime you make a purchase. So that link is drinklmnt.com/Thomas. The link is down below in the description right beneath this video. If you knew my entire history, if you knew my childhood, would you respect me more? Perhaps. Would you want to live your life like me? Maybe not. Maybe you've heard my story. Maybe you've heard me talking about my obsessive compulsive disorder in the past as a child. Maybe you've heard me talk about pulling my hair out as a kid, literally having bald spots from anxiety. Maybe you've heard about my addiction to benzodiazepines. Maybe you've heard about all this different stuff that happened in my childhood, running a marathon at age 11, being sort of away from my father, being just all kinds of things, right? But that's what makes someone a real person. So when I'm truly authentic and I share the idiosyncrasies, the traumas, the terrible things, the adversity that I've had to overcome, at the risk of sounding like a victim here, it doesn't sound as glamorous, and you may not want to do the things that I do. For example, Thomas, you make it look so easy. You're telling me that your entire body has been built by keto. You're telling me your entire body has been built by fasting. No, I'm not. Like, I've never said that. Did I lose weight with it? Yeah, absolutely. I guess my point in saying that is, in an effort to be relatable, I've made it seem very easy too. And that's part of relatability because it inspires someone to want to do what the other person is doing. If I'm relatable to you, you are much more likely to embark on a journey that's going to be better for you. But if I'm authentic, don't I come across like a freak show? Don't I come across like something that you'll never be able to achieve? Now, we're craving authenticity because we need that. But we have to be careful with authenticity because sometimes knowing what makes someone who they are can be very scary. So when you're looking for authenticity, you have to be prepared to be shocked, right? You have to be prepared for what makes someone who they are. And it doesn't mean that what is at face value online is a lie. It means what is at face value online is their face, is what they put on. It's only been in the last few years, or even really in the last year, that people have been demanding just authenticity online. Because again, especially coming out of the last few years after 2020, I think all we want is connection. You want to know that I'm really human. You want to know that I am really real, not just trying to have, as Chris Voss would put it, tactical empathy. I'm not just having empathy with you and being relatable because it's constructive to the conversation at this time. I'm trying to truly be relatable so you can be inspired to make a change. But you don't see the hard work that goes into this all the time. And I don't mean this to say that you're not putting in hard work. That's not the case at all. What I'm saying is you don't get to see the obsessiveness. So when someone says, oh, you make it look easy because your whole body's built by keto or built by fasting, no, it's built by 5 a.m. mornings. It's built by obsessing over my food to a degree that you probably shouldn't. It comes down to coping mechanisms with working out, where if I work out or if I don't work out, I feel like a total dog turd. If I don't run, I don't even feel like I'm worthy. If I don't do cardio, I don't, there's a lot of deeply rooted issues that are in the fitness industry that should openly be exposed so people understand that we are the outliers. And that doesn't mean that you cannot be a positive outlier, but what creates the motivation for a lot of us in this industry is the sickness. It's the unconventional upbringing. It's the obsessive compulsive needs to do things. It's the coping mechanisms. I work out because it's the one thing I can control in my life. But I also like to share because I know that my outlier capabilities can help other people get healthy. So when you look at health content and fitness content online, you have to take it with that grain of salt. That if you ask for authenticity, you have to be prepared to see a very raw human that might not be the person that you've idolized for so long. And that pendulum's gonna swing because eventually you're gonna just want relatability again, because eventually everyone that has a big reach on social media, you're gonna realize, oh my gosh, they're all freaks. Like they've all gotten here through some crazy adversity that I didn't. I had a perfect childhood. Thomas had a dysfunctional childhood. I had a perfect childhood. I'll never be able to be Thomas. And that's exactly the image I don't want to give off, because I've worked so hard to just be like, I am a regular dude at the end of the day. But you know what makes me a regular dude? The fact that I have pains, I have traumas, I have an effed up childhood, I have whatever it is, and you have different pains in different places. So there's a rawness that comes with it. And that authenticity is a real thing, and the relatability is a real thing. But they're two very, very different things. So take what you need as far as tools from various toolboxes and respect the person that you follow for trust, because trust is going to be the thing that carries the most weight. I'll see you tomorrow.